What's up, Cowboys Nation? We're back with another video today, and Cowboys and Eagles are coming up here on Monday Night Football. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I probably won't be able to do a post game. Maybe I might do something on my iPhone, but I'll be traveling down with my wife and family to watch the game. And I may not be tweeting as much during the game, but I'm pretty excited to go to this game. It's a Monday night opener. There's a lot of things going around. A lot of rumors, actually, that Jimmy Johnson is going to get enshrined to the Ring of Honor. We have Cliff Harris, Drew Pearson, and Jimmy Johnson getting their Hall of Fame rings there at halftime. And so a lot of jubilee going around this game coming up here Monday night. And Monday night's a big thing too. You know, we usually get one game a year, and this is our home opener. First time Dak Prescott's going to be back on the field at AT&T Stadium since his injury last year against the Giants. So a lot of things to look forward to. First division game. You know, I've always said that we're a division football team, and what I always mean by that is if we can just handle the games in our division and beat our opponents, maybe average out 7 to 8 wins in the year against our division, we put ourselves in a really good position at least claiming a wild card spot by winning the division and getting it by default. And so, big game. Obviously, this early on in the season, every game counts. My full expectation is that we should be good for this game. A couple updates going into the game. We have Bradley Anae out. He's on the COVID protocol. And just right before I made this video, Keanu Neal will not be on the field due to COVID protocol as well. So Bradley Anae, he really provides that depth on the outside, especially where we're really thin. And I don't want to get too comfortable. I know we won a game against the Chargers, and we really pulled it out. It was a really solid win. But we got to repeat that effort. If there's one thing that we know about good football teams is that they consistently repeat their performances. And there's a lot of things we have to clean up from that Chargers game. Very excited that we won. Don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of things with offensive play calling and specifically red zone efficiency that we need to clean up. We started that game 14-3. We had that game in control. And for whatever reason, due to red zone efficiency and not balancing our running attack, we just were not able to hold that lead. And the rest of the game, after the first quarter, we only scored 6 points. We didn't even get a touchdown at that point. And so our defense was very efficient, and they helped us out a lot, and that's exactly what you want to see. But there's a lot of things to clean up. And if you look at that Chargers game, a lot of it were the Chargers making mistakes and keeping us in the game. Despite, I think we really made a great defensive play with Curse in the end zone, intercepting Justin Herbert in the red zone. It was a fantastic play, and it kept us in the game. But we have to clean up the performance that we had against the Chargers. Even though it was a win, I think it should have been a little bit more decisive than that. And we're not getting any breaks against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're a division team, and right now they're the best team in our division. Besides us, and I'm probably saying that biasly, but they're a pretty good football team. They put on 2 good weeks of football. The last week they struggled a little bit against the 49ers, which I totally expected. Like I said in my NFC East update a few weeks ago, they're a very talented team, and the advantage that they have is they're a new football team, and a lot of people haven't seen their schemes, what they're wanting to do, even though the coach came from Indianapolis. As a new coach, you have that advantage. You can play into it. And I expect that to happen here in the first half against the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night. I expect him to run a lot of stuff that maybe we have not seen, maybe some big plays. But let's get down to brass tacks. There's a couple points I want to get to. My first thing is, can we continue the same game plan strategy from last week? We came out and we all know this. When Dak throws the ball for more than 400 yards, it leads to a very exciting game, but it often never leads to a win. So what is Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy drawing up for this game? We need to have that balanced attack between Zeke and Tony Pollard. Because if we don't, we're throwing again, and we're depending on that, and I just don't like our chances when we're throwing the ball. Look at the statistics. We are 1-4 when Dak Prescott throws over 400 yards. You see what it opens up when we run the ball efficiently, and we should be able to run the ball efficiently. If we were able to run it against the line against the Chargers, we should be able to do it against the Eagles. Now my thing is, even when it's going to get tough, because last week it came very easy. Last week, we were able to run it from the first quarter. I don't expect that to happen. I think we're going to have a lot of trouble running against this front to start the game. But are we going to keep consistent and stick to the game plan and figure this thing out as the game goes on. Because that's the only way we're going to win this game, is if we can control the line, control the clock, and keep it at our tempo. The moment it goes out of the moment it's not that, the game's up for toss. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to lose a division game this early on against a real competitor for the NFC East Championship. And so we'll see. I think before the Chargers game, I was not a huge believer in this coaching staff and doing that. But I think this is a big thing for a football team. If we want to be good, if we want to be great, those great teams, they consistently do what they do best. And we're at our best when we're running the ball and we're balancing the attack. And Dak is coming off the play action. We need to do that. And I want to see if we can. A lot of the times with Garrett, we weren't able to repeat that success. But can we do that and get a win here in our home opener? That's my biggest thing here. And so the second thing, I'm going to the defensive side. With Bradley and Nay out, and there's a few injuries. I know Dorrance Armstrong was dealing with something. We want to see if Chauncey Golston's going to be in the lineup and if he's going to make a season debut in this game. But can we generate pressure again? We generate really good pressure, and I got to give kudos to Dan Quinn. I called for him to be creative and find some different ways that we can generate pressure. He did exactly that. Maybe it's because he heard me. I don't know. But even though he didn't. But he brought Micah Parsons on the defensive line, and they generated enough pressure to give Herbert enough pressure to make some bad throws, and that's exactly what we took advantage of. And so Jalen Hurts is a lot more mobile than Justin Herbert. They actually have designed run plays for Justin Herbert. So Micah Parsons is going to have to be disciplined, and we get Randy Gregory back too. Both of them have to be very disciplined on that option, because Jalen Hurts, if he can run, if he gets out of that pocket, if he starts running, it opens a lot of things for their offense. Play action, runs, and it's going to give our defense a huge task Monday night. And so can we contain him? Can we control that pocket? Can we contain that quarterback scramble? I don't mind. I'm expecting maybe 2 or 3 plays that are going to come out, kind of like how they did last year, and they're going to make a few plays. But can we generate pressure and be some ball hawks again? Because this defense is playing pretty good right now. They're generating pressure. They're getting takeaways. And that's what we'd like to see. But again, can we regenerate that and be consistent and show that on a weekly basis? And so we'll see what happens there. Last thing is, we should win this game. We have the talent. We're more talented than them. Our team has been together. There's no new coaching staff here besides Dan Quinn, but Mike McCarthy is in his second year as a coach. We should win this game, and I fully expect that we should win this game. In fact, I think CeeDee Lamb's going to go off. I know Amari is dealing with his ribs, but I'm projecting a big CeeDee Lamb game. I'm maybe 2 touchdowns. I think he's going to go big on this game, and I think we win pretty decisively. I don't see this one going down to the wire. I think we take care of our division opponent as we should, and when we go out there and we win, and that's what we want to do, and that's what we should do. We're a good football team on paper, and I think we need to go out there and prove it. But other than that, that's it, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be tweeting this week. I'll be down at the game. But other than that, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like it, subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content. I'll be sure to break down the game once I get back in town. But go Cowboys. Let's go 2-1 and try to get our first win on Monday Night Football. It's going to be a good time. I'll see you guys next time.